One of the most famous ones that probably a lot of us have heard about is the Last Supper. This is something that a lot of people have painted over the course of history, but what makes his so unique and special?
It was painted in the dining hall of a monastery, which was appropriate. And it's high up on the wall, which was appropriate because in the Bible, the Last Supper was, I think, on the second
Mm-hmm.
story. But with a plaster wall, the only choice they had was it's called fresco. So you have to prepare your wall when it's still damp. You have to start to, put on your paint and all that. So you did little sections at a time from start to finish. Well, Leonardo didn't work that way. He wanted to do a little over here and a little over there and step back and look. And so he decided, being the experimenter, to combine oil paint with tempera paint, which is egg based. Those were the two popular paints used for panels or canvas,
Mm-hmm.
and glue. And so even in his lifetime, the paint started to flake off. There's been a lot of restorations, and it's been through a lot. Like when Napoleon went through, his soldiers stayed there. At one point, they were using it as a stable. In World War II, the monastery was bombed, but fortunately, they had sandbags piled up on both sides of the wall. So this
Mm-hmm.
wall survived, even though the sandbags also caused a problem.
Yeah.
But between 77 and 1999, there was an incredible restoration where the restorers went with these magnifying glasses, like
Mm-hmm.
millimeter by millimeter, restoring it. And so they tried to take off all of the bad restoration and just kind of watercolor more or less, in the areas they thought, were that color. But anyway, it's an incredible
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's
piece.
kind of impressive that we even have any of it today since it was already starting to
Oh
fall
yeah,
apart in his
yeah,
day. So we're pretty
yeah.
lucky that any of it has
We
survived.
are
Yeah.
lucky.